I turn this one off. I'm not sure. It's the one I usually use for videos are those two, and then obviously like the accent light in the corner and the two musician light back there. But I'm just going to be playing through some songs here. We got a show coming up in the description below. You can check it out. Midwest Mayhem. I think I got a picture of the flyer that I will show you on my laptop here. But also, I'm not changing the heads here just yet, but I will do a video going over that and everything, just kind of, you know, my process of doing that. Nothing crazy. Everybody's got their way that they go about changing heads, more or less probably tuning batter in the resonant heads, whether they're the same pitch or, you know, you tune one higher or lower than the other. Obviously there are things that affect the resonance and pitch overall, but I'm not going to be changing those, but I'm going to show you the heads just to kind of show you what I use here. And let's go ahead and set this up here somewheres. This is one of the cameras we normally use for videos. And let's see. Wow. So, I feel like I'm moving all over the place here. I'm gonna set that. No, I can't. Let me just set y'all like for 2 seconds. I started the live too early, but I get really stoked to just get that started. So, June 6th, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Arena Park, show with Saliva, with Left on Red, with Saving Grace, I believe it is. Another band, ton of good bands that are playing there. So we're stoked about it. So I'm gonna show you what I've been working on here. I'm gonna show you kind of, you know, everything that I'm doing to get ready for this show. There are definitely a lot of things that we all as a band need to get ready for. So, dang dude, what am I doing? Like I'm just like take this camera off and I just do this. Okay, here we go. So I'm putting this, just feeding that thread to the bottom of there for the phone. And then I'm setting up the phone and then I'll show you. Curse these banana fingers. Can't freaking do anything ever. Okay, there we go. I need like, okay, what's up everybody? Thanks for joining, We're just gonna be doing some drumming through these songs. As I mentioned, our first show's in June. We got a few shows in June, one in Missouri, which is where I'm from, in Cape Girardeau. And then we have some more that are gonna be further on the East Coast. I don't wanna give like too much away about that, but I'm excited. So I'm just going live here. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. And thanks everybody for joining on this Tuesday evening. You could be doing anything else right now, so just sit back, relax, and whatever you got to do, you know, get a Coca-Cola or whatever you drink, some sweet tea, and just chill. Okay, so I'm going to show you the flyer for the show, June 6th, and in the description I mentioned earlier, you can get tickets to this show. Saliva is going to be playing there, and bunch of other bands I'm about to name for you here. And today I'm going to be playing through one of the songs. So what I've been doing actually here is working on these tracks and just getting, we're going to be doing backing tracks. And that's something I do, you know, we all have like a little bit of experience with in different avenues. For the most part though, most of the shows that we've played in the past, we never used backing tracks. I get there's a whole debate that people have, like, oh, it takes away from the authenticity of the music. It doesn't really, you know, allow you to be able to musically express yourself, or you don't feel the energy or this or that. It's simply going to help us just keep in time better. And also there's some synths and different things in the back that are going to be playing. And so all I've been doing is these backing tracks I've been adding a metronome to. You know, we can get the click track because my buddy Caleb Webb is who started, you know, this project Poetry on Fire. We've been playing together for, I mean, since 2006. And I added metronome to it, and then I added cues. just to be like, you know, for specific areas like breakdown. You know, if there's multiple breakdowns in a song. Show you actually that flyer really quick here, and let me just pull that up for you because I just want to read off the bands that are going to be playing there June 6th at okay, so let me show you this here. Like I have to pull this. I'm gonna pull the phone off the stand here really quick and put you all back. So, and I can't see comments. So, hey, what's up? So check it out here. Let's go ahead. We're gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you this flyer here, and as I mentioned in the description below, you can get tickets to this. Sorry if this light is blinding you. So Midwest Mayhem 2026, Saliva is going to be headlining this show. Saving Vice, Left and Red, Divine Sorrow. That's my band, Poetry on Fire. Bunch of good bands. Roderick, SSX, Stories Through Storms, The Doubted, Stoko. Saturday, June 6th. The Arena Park building in Cape Girardeau, and you can get tickets now. Obviously, you're going to save money if you get a ticket now versus the day of the event, or even closer to the event. But also, take a picture of that QR code if you want, and you can go directly to that URL. It'll take you to the tickets, or in the description below. So we're excited about this. It'll be good. But check us out, Poetry on Fire. I also included some links below to our YouTube, to our Spotify. So we got a bunch of links in the description. Check those out. Also some drum lessons if you're interested in that, or just courses, like drum courses are getting better, getting faster. Finding more creative freedom behind the drums, finding motivation, discipline, all that stuff. I mean, you got to do the work, but I'm going to get you the steps to, be able to do that, more, maybe you've tried everything, maybe you're looking for something. I'd love to help you out. Love to help you get past your drumming plateaus, even music plateaus. If you're a singer and you're just like, dude, I want to practice singing more. I just don't know how to, make that an actual physical thing that I do. I could help you out there too. So I'm going to show you. I have Reaper pulled up here, and in Reaper, I'm gonna have to open another track here, and this is gonna take forever to load. So I'm gonna close out of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna open. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna open one of these songs here. I'm just gonna play through it really. That's really why I started live here, and I kind of also just wanted to give you an update of what I was working on. So what I've been working on is just practicing double kick, although I did, the last live that I did, I was talking a lot and complaining a lot about my double kick pedal here, and so I used to play the Tama Iron Cobra Junior double pedal, and then I bought the Iron Cobra and played that for years. And then in 2016, I got this Pearl Demon Drive P300, whatever the letters and whatever the letter and number is, direct drive pedal. And so I've been playing this pedal for 10 years, and it's good. I've dialed it in a little better. But like, one thing that I've noticed is it just doesn't feel, and everything is preference with drums. Like, you know, one person can be like, well, this is what works for me, and it's the best pedal ever. Okay, that's what works for you. But the thing about the Tama Iron Cobra is it's a staple within the drumming world, and it's always been, like, since, you know, 91 or whenever it was released. And there are all kinds of really good pedals, and I'm sure, you know, obviously there's pedals that I probably won't ever try, and that could be like the winner or whatever. But I really like this direct drive Pearl Demon pedal. But one thing that I noticed was the little beater, and one of my subscribers here, he's really cool dude, Crutcher. He was talking about, you know, the essentially where the beater clamps on to the middle part on the pedal, and so that kept sliding. So the angle of my beater kept moving back, and even if I tightened it and kept it here, it would keep going back. And so cleaned it, took some sandpaper to it to try to roughen that up, moved it around, and it still is kind of doing the same thing where it's sliding. And also, I'm not really happy with the way the middle shaft to the slave pedal. I don't like how that feels. It doesn't feel as smooth as it could be, you know, as it could. And I realized, like, okay, I could just replace that part. I could get a new, you know, the thing in the shaft or whatever. But it's my thing is, like, I'm still going to use this Pearl direct drive pedal, but I really miss the Tama Iron Cobra, and some unfortunate events happened, and then I lost my Tama Iron Cobra that I bought back, you know, way back in like 2010 or 2011, and it was breaking anyways, which, you know, but I missed that pedal, and so I ended up getting another one. My long story short, and so I missed that chain drive. I missed, like, the just the punchiness and just the power that I could get from that. Not that I can't with this pedal, maybe, you know, have a little more finesse, but I just feel like I could play better on the Tama Iron Cobra. And they also updated it in like 2016. And so they added a bunch of stuff. They made the sprocket a lot lighter. They made the bass like wider on the pedal itself. A few other things that they did. And also the shaft or whatever it is in the middle that connects to the slave pedal is a Tama mirror rod, which I realized I could get like a trick, you know, shaft. I can get the ACD or ACB or whatever that one is, which is apparently the best one. But it was a bundle, and it was actually cheaper to get the Tama Iron Cobra with that Tama mirror rod. And so what that thing does is essentially, like, it just makes it easier to play with your left foot. It feels more like fluid, like there's less latency there, like there's less time that it takes, you know, as you hit your pedal for it to hit the head of the bass drum. And so I'm stoked about it. And I had some credit with Musician's Friend, and so I was like, all right, dude, you know, so I couldn't pass that up. So that should be coming in. I'm going to do an unboxing of that, and just a first kind of thoughts after it's been several years since I played my Tama Iron Cobra that I had double pedal. So new pedal coming, and we'll be doing just my thoughts initially. You know, I know those will change over time as I get more acclimated with the Tama Iron Cobra again. I've heard that since they updated it in 2016, it does feel different, and it's always been a solid pedal. So I'm pulling up a song here. I'm going to play through it for you on this live here. So thanks, everybody. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so that way you're notified every single time that I upload a video here on T Musician. I am working on a Ghost Note video right now. I'm editing it. I haven't had a chance to edit it as much because I've been adding the metronome and the cues for all these songs here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here if I can get the right headphones. So trying to get this connected here because it's not recognizing my mixer for whatever reason. This is another thing too. A lot of the times I have the videos recorded and I just don't have them up yet, or I'm hitting technology walls like this. Okay. And so I have this really loud metronome because I just love when the metronome's blasting into my ears. And so And so if you've done, backing tracks maybe at church, or, you're in a band and you all do backing tracks and you have that, it just helps out a lot when there's a lot of pauses and different breakdowns. I'm going to solo that. I don't know if you can hear that, but essentially I just did a voiceover where I'm doing the cues where I'm like, build up, breakdown, 3, 4, along with the metronome. And so I'm going to solo this really quick and I'm just going to play it. Build up, 3, 4. And so that, along with the metronome, it's a good way to kind of recognize, and we don't necessarily need the cues. You don't even need a metronome. I mean, you do. Don't listen to me. You need a metronome to be able to play, like, along to a tempo, and you need to be able to, like, be consistent with that tempo. And so, but you don't need it to jam with other musicians, really, but you want to be, like, as tight a drummer as you can, and musician. This goes for all musicians, like, practice with the metronome. But it just makes everything smoother, as I mentioned. So I know there's a lot of musicians against it, and that's cool, but I love metronomes. off my sticks and I keep hitting my dadgum sticks. So, I played this song I think on a live before. And I'm just trying to get, I got that song down for the most part. I feel like that breakdown, I was messing up one. Something like that. So that was my first time playing through this song with those cues that I made and with the metronome that I put on there. And the metronome was good. Like you can listen to the song, listen to the metronome, and just make sure, you know, obviously the metronome's not going faster than the song, or vice versa. And I was, you know, just kind of like listening to it earlier, playing on my lap, and that's my first time playing through that with the cues, and I made those cues. I just recorded them straight in Reaper. I know there are programs that you can use to like do that. Breakdown, but read the comments here. Hey, playing the drums a couple months ago. That's great. I can't read your name from here. One prod. One prod. Am I reading that right? That's awesome. If you know are looking at learning anything behind the drums, I got a ton of videos here. But that's awesome. Welcome to the drumming world. That's sweet. So if you're looking at getting better, you know, got a lot of stuff here on YouTube that can help you. And not only just my stuff, there are like drummers out there who could, you know, do apps around me in terms of, you know, teaching drums. But got a lot of videos here on my YouTube channel that you can check out, you know, certain beats or, you know, certain kind of rudiments or stuff that are going to make you play more freely around the drums. And just to kind of think about your drum parts a little bit differently. Tons of tips and tricks here, and some gear stuff too. So I think I'm going to go back to this specific breakdown here. I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to play through it again. So this is cool because this is essentially the backing track that we're going to be practicing along to. We were waiting on some gear. We had some essentially like a hiccup. And so we got all the tracks because this is the backing track that he had made. It's based off the song that's out there on Spotify in the description below, as I mentioned. Hey, drum is the only. Sorry, I'm like trying to read this because y'all are far away. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, we're gonna be playing with this backing track exactly. Maybe not the cues. I think the cues help me out a lot. Just kind of, I feel like you can get a little bit more into the song, and you could do it, as I mentioned, without cues and without backing tracks. I feel like this is all. Let me move this a little bit there. There we go, a little better, maybe. Yeah, I feel like I was out of frame there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the breakdown here and listen to that. So I'm gonna listen to this. going back again. Beta. So I just keep like nailing that same part over and over again because like, and I went over this on a live recently just to get that like ironed out to like what I'm gonna do. So there's only and so that one's a fun one to do. My sticks are breaking here because I hit the drums, hit the snare drum like a caveman. Rim shots. So. So I'm gonna bring the I'm just gonna bring the phone over here really quick again to just show this backing track, even though you've seen it before. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna trip over everything here. So cool, let's go ahead and come over here, show you this. So this is what I was just playing through here. This is the backing track that I made for a bunch of the songs that we're playing. And so there's the metronome here. If I solo it, you can hear it. And then here are the cues I made here. I'll just solo that too. And I kind of showed you that, but I just want you to hear it and see it on the screen here. So I just recorded these cues, metronome, my input. Delta, 3, 4. And so like there's tons of like apps that actually have the cues where it's like a robot or whatever, you know what I mean? It's already like you just set the markers in your song and it announces it. And we use those in church and everything back when I was playing at the First United Methodist Church in Sykeston. And I mean, it's everywhere at this, this point. It's not anything new, but I just made those cues myself, and I was pretty proud of it because it's just like chorus, 3, 4. It just makes it easier. But the song, I just want to show you where I kept going back to, and I kept practicing, and show you what that is. Breakdown, 3, 4. Breakdown, 3, 4. Chorus, 3, 4. So that's the part I just kept playing over and over again. But that's it. Like, that's where we're going to be, you know, listening to and everything. And then obviously the real instruments are going to be playing, and that's why, I mean, you see me, you know, playing here every day. But this, yeah, you'll see, see, it already moved on me. Last video I talked about and I went over, this kept sliding on me, and I cleaned it. I took it apart. I, you know, took some sandpaper to it to try to rough it up, as Crusher talked about last time I did a live here. And it just, you know, it does this. It doesn't matter how much I loosen that right there and move it back and then tighten it, it's always going to come back down here. And that really is bothersome. And then also, as I mentioned, the shaft here in the middle, that is awful. And so I've had this pedal 10 years, and I'll probably, you know, restore it at some point, but I really miss the Tama Iron Cobra. And so next video that I will be putting up, other than shorts, if you've been enjoying the shorts, I've been doing these half measure fill type videos for a while, and I have just a bunch in store. They've been, for the most part, 16th note half measure fills, but I will do some triplet, some 16th triplet. I don't know if I have any yet. I'll show you a beat I've been working on though. So I'll do 16 triplet half measure fills too, and those are really cool because if you know, you half measure fills, you know, 16 notes. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but it'll sound, they just sound really cool, triplets in general. And so I'm gonna show you this beat I've been working on here. So I notated this in Groove Scribe. I'm gonna make a video here at some point and play through that beat on the drums in real time and everything. And maybe I'll do it live and just be like, hey, let's go ahead and try to get this beat down, because I think that's really cool. I love to notate stuff. And this isn't really necessarily like the hardest thing that I've ever notated, because I've done videos on some of the things that I've notated in Groove Scribe here and made videos about, and I've had some headaches with some stuff. This will be fun. Lots of ghost notes, lots of hi-hat raises, but this is definitely not the hardest thing that I've notated and played here on A Tuned Musician. But check out like the half measure fill series that I have if y'all are new to drums and you just want some cool, like, creative half measure fill ideas. Lots of fill ideas that I have shorts over, YouTube shorts and everything. But I'm working on a ghost note video, as I mentioned, so that'll be up. That's a full length video where I have 5 different ways where you can play ghost notes. You know, play them on the drums, play them, I don't know if I can set my phone up here without just playing ghost notes. And really the whole video is just the premise of ghost notes. Fun to do. You can take your beats to the next level. So that video, the full YouTube video, full form, whatever it is, long form, that's what the word is, that will be, sorry, I'm blinding you here. Long form video, ghost notes, that's going to be going up next, within the next few days. But I've just been sidetracked with all the stuff for the shows we got coming up. We have some shows lined up, and then that one being in June at the one I showed you at the beginning of this video at the Kappa Park with Saliva on June 6th. So check that out in the description below. You can get tickets to that. Poetry on Fire is my band I play drums for. And in the description below, you can also find, you know, a link to our Spotify and our YouTube. But then also, if you're looking at getting better, as I mentioned, with drums, or just looking at getting more discipline with practice in general, maybe you're a guitarist, a singer, whatever, you know, maybe you play trombone or trumpet or, you know, flute or clarinet or whatever it is. In the description below, there are tons of videos that will help you, especially with drums, in terms of getting you more creative behind the drums, get past plateaus that you may be having, maybe motivation hurdles, or you feel stuck, you feel like you're playing the same thing, which would be basically a plateau. Check those out. I got all kinds of stuff to help you with rudiments and creative flow behind the drums, or if you want to book a lesson with me, you can do that too in the description below. I would love to help you out behind the drum set. But I did want to show you the heads that I use typically, and these are only these clear Remo heads because I never changed the batter heads when I got this classic maple in. And so typically, and even with this snare drum, I never replaced the head because I was like, it's coated, it's a one-ply Remo, even though it's like stock on the Black Beauty itself. It still sounds great. I tuned it up nicely. But typically on the snare drum, I play the one-ply coated Ambassador. And so on my toms, two-ply coated Emperor. I like the warmth and the punchiness from that. And then let me show you the last head here. And actually you can see, I'll show you the last head right after I show you the Emperor on my floor tom here. And this is the floor tom from my Keystone yellow sparkle kit, but I always play with Remo coated Emperor. This description, link in the description also, you can find to like my gear, and also in videos here on YouTube if you're just curious. I'm not trying to always like sell everybody. I really want to help people get better with drums. So on the kick drum, I always use this Power Stroke P3. You can see that here in the dang light. P3 clear on the kick drum. Love the sound of it. But this is the kit that I'm going to be playing with live, and I'm going to be taking that 16-inch Keystone floor tom, the yellow sparkle one. I'm gonna be playing that one with this kit live too, because I just love having two floor toms, having that extra deep punchiness, especially because you heard that music I was just playing. It's a little bit on the heavier side, so I just really want that stuff. So stay tuned for Ghost Notes video that's coming out soon. We'll help you 5 different beats to help you just get more flow behind the drums and just play better. And then also got a video, I'll do an unboxing and my first thoughts when I switch back to the Tama Iron Cobra chain drive. This is a direct drive. And then tuning the heads at some point. That'll be a video where I'll just take my heads off, replace them, and tune them up, and just kind of show you what I do. And that's it. So I appreciate everybody. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so that way you're notified every single time we go live, which I try to at least once a week. And then also videos that I post here. I tend to post weekly too. I'm trying to keep consistent with my shorts. So stay tuned if you want to see some sick, you want to learn some sick drum beats or drum fills. So until next time, hope you all have a blessed night. Stay tuned.